And what do you have? What do you have to say for yourself, Tucker? Tucker Carlson. Tucker is responsible for tearing up this entire area. I laid down cardboard to kill the weeds, and of course he dug everything up here. Good evening, everybody. This is Lorraine, Alternative Homesteading. I'm going to do hopefully a quick video because I'm on half battery, and it's that time of the evening. It's like 7:30 p.m. where the animals are kind of winding down, and I'm going to have to get them back into the coop soon. I've got a bunch of little guinea hens hanging out back there that I've got to get closer. But I wanted to read part 5 of the Gang Stalking Instruction Manual by Dr. Rauni Kilde. And it's brief. It's only a few paragraphs. So the next... And what do you have to say for yourselves? These are the guinea hens, guinea fowls they're called. These are the ones that I received on July 21st, which is my birthday. And then I got another bunch a few weeks later. That's that size, right there. They're all very active this time of the evening. So anyway, we're going to be discussing... I'm being pecked on. What are you doing? I don't have any mealworms. I'm sorry. I have none right now. We'll get some later. They are absolutely addicted to mealworms. So we're going to be discussing radio frequencies and radio frequency weapons. This is kind of a hot topic because anybody who is truly a targeted individual on a hit list is receiving these frequencies on some level, whether the frequencies are to put you to sleep, to vibrate your body, to target particular organs, to hit you in the head. There are so many different things. They target your pets, they'll hit your pets. And they do behavior modification, positive and negative reinforcement. And most of the time when you are asleep, they're doing their dirty work. And I just wanted to show you, this is something that was cut into the wheelbarrow here. The criminals do that, and they also dented it here. This is just intentional stuff, folks. So, on the radio frequency weapons chapter, it starts off by talking about the rumor campaigns. It's used by PsyOps units to isolate TIs. TIs are targeted individuals. The primary elements include the source, the rumor, and the receiver repeater, which is, they have in parentheses, R2. Similarly, the U.S. Marine Corps document, which is entitled, quote, Multiple Service Concept for Irregular Warfare, unquote, and that's 2006, it states, and this is in their warfare booklet, it states, frightening the population into inactivity is sufficient to achieve our goals, unquote. Does that sound familiar? Something that happened 2 years ago with that flu they claim was going on, scaring the population into thinking that they were going to be so deathly ill that they had to inject something, some foreign substance into their arm, whether they liked it or not. And actually, folks, anybody that asks for the list of ingredients received a blank sheet of paper. So it goes on to say TPD. This is a Tactical PsyOp Detachment Team. This consists of about 13 personnel. Oh, 13. Why would they choose the number 13? About 13 personnel with a captain and a staff sergeant. It is comprised of several tactical PsyOp teams and provides tactical PsyOp support to brigade and battalion-size units in support of special forces. These tactical PsyOp teams conduct mission assessment. They determine distribution priorities and track the various products that have been distributed through the AO. All teams maintain contact with each other, and the PsyOp team is in constant communication with other forces such as, and then it goes on to state these abbreviations, TPDD, POTF, or TPT during the entire operation. Okay, now it goes on to say what TPD is. TPT is Tactical PsyOp Team. It's a small group including a team leader, his assistant, and a PsyOp specialist. The CNO, like C as in Charlie, N as in Nancy, O as an operator, is the Computer Network Operations, also known as NWOps, or Network Operations, NetOps. This is the information warfare attacks used to deny, deceive, degrade, and disrupt networks and computers used by the enemy. Isn't that nice, folks? All the D words. Deny, deceive, degrade, and disrupt networks and computers used by the enemy. These are used in conjunction with the PsyOps and the electronic warfare. This includes destruction of hardware and software, degrading, attacking, and spoofing and deceiving. The battle space includes the internet. Internet applications that can convey the PsyOp messages include email, websites, and chat rooms. When a TI goes online, they are entering the battle space. You hear that, folks? So that's why we have so many trolls following us around. I'll give you a quick example. My phone is constantly interfered with. I'll be on the phone with a targeted person, and we'll get to like a really important topic, and the person who's listening in on my calls clicks off the line. They'll do this repeatedly. I once started my own conference call, and literally that evening, I was clicked off my own call more than 20 times. I decided to forget about it, which is what they wanted. But now we've got YouTube. So when the TI goes online, they are entering the battle space. Web spoofing allows an attacker to create a copy of the World Wide Web. The Air Force mentioned that an enemy's internet could be spoofed to conceal one of its weather attacks. Spoofing options create virtual weather in the enemy's sensory and information systems, making it more likely for them to make decisions, producing results of our choosing rather than theirs. These people are sick control freaks. They want to alter our reality, alter our perceptions, control what we do. These people are sick, depraved lunatics. I have to turn the page. Okay, now we're getting to the beefy, juicy stuff. Do. Directed energy weapons used to damage or destroy people, equipment, and facilities include microwave, milliliter waves, lasers, bright lights, holographic projections, and acoustic weapons, which are audible, infrasound, and ultrasound, which we discussed in part 4. Part 3 or part 4. These weapons are silent and traceless. They cause a variety of effects, including tiredness, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, convulsions, epileptic seizures, temporary paralysis, vibration of internal organs, the cooking of organs, cataracts, burning sensation on the skin, hyperthermia, the heating of the body, headaches, loss of short-term memory, interruption of cognitive processes, cardiac arrest, and cancer. These are directed energy weapons. This is what they do. They are used to destroy people, equipment, and facilities. And I will attest to the fact that I take the temperature in my bedroom before going to sleep every night. It's usually around, well, now it's gotten a little bit lower, like around 71 degrees. The temperature of my feet after a shower, it's around 80 or 82 degrees. When I wake up, my feet are 96 degrees. They are vibrating. My toes, my feet, ankles, calves, everything below my knees are vibrating. My abdomen, my internal organs are vibrating. I wake up with cuts and bruises on my legs and on my body. I have scars. Now, for the people that don't know me, I have never had a scar on my body. I have to admit, I've had flawless skin complexion. Since I moved to rural Kentucky, I have scars on my left hand, on my legs, on my feet. I wear socks every day. I wear long pants every day. I wear boots every day. But I have scars on my feet, ankles, calves, shins, on my chin from these directed energy weapons. These people think it's funny. When I lived in Manalapan, New Jersey, 52 Sutton Drive, I was walking in my kitchen and I suddenly felt like a hot flash on my forehead. My friend was just about ready to walk through the front door. And I looked in the mirror and I had a burn mark on my forehead. And I showed him. I said, I just got this. Walking in my house. A burn mark. So yes. And it says here, these weapons can easily pass through most unshielded structures. In their electronic warfare publication, the DoD, Department of Defense, defines DO, directed energy. It's an umbrella term covering technologies that produce a beam of concentrated electromagnetic energy, or atomic or subatomic particles. A DE weapon is a system using DE, which is directed energy, primarily as a direct means to damage or destroy adversary equipment, facilities, and personnel. DE warfare is a military action involving the use of directed energy weapons, devices, and countermeasures to either cause direct damage or destruction of adversary equipment, facilities, and personnel, or to determine, exploit, reduce, or prevent the hostile use of EMS through damage, destruction, and disruption. You hear that, folks? Directed energy weapons includes microwaves, lasers, bright lights, holographic projections, and acoustics. The two basic types of DOs include microwaves and lasers. These wavelengths of lasers are about 10,000 times smaller than microwaves. Both are part of the electromagnetic spectrum. The two main types of microwave weapons are milliliter wave devices such as active denial system, which is ADS, and the electromagnetic bomb, an E-bomb, which is the emission of a non-nuclear electromagnetic explosion or pulse. DO travels at the speed of light. They are surgically accurate and can operate in all weather, are scalable, they're silent and invisible, offering plausible deniability. Their energy can pass through walls at a distance of hundreds of meters to miles, and have long distance projection, 10 miles. That means that with laser precision, some nefarious individual can slice your body from a distance. And they've done this to me. I'm not going to go into all the details of what was done to me in New Jersey and here in Kentucky. Because, of course, you know, some stupid idiot will listen and say, oh, she's just being paranoid. Oh, she must be schizophrenic. Oh, she's just crazy. But I can prove it because I've got photos. I have photos of surgical incisions on my legs. I've never had surgery on my legs, folks. Never. In fact, I had no scars, even in delivering my daughter. No scars on my body. But since I'm living in Kentucky, I have scars all over my body. And of course I can prove it. I can prove it with photos, but you know, when they isolate the victim, who are you going to show the scars to? Right? These weapons are mounted on platforms which can be a missile, aircraft, ship. And then there's a typographical error here. It says VE. But I will say that they could be attached to a drone. These weapons can definitely be attached to a drone, or a helicopter, or a plane, or a pickup truck passing by. So I'm going to end here because I have half a battery. The sun is going down. It's getting very dewy outside. It's been a little bit cooler at night. But you can see how pretty it is here at night. And for those people who ask, no, my cat Jesse was never returned. He's gone. He's missed. I miss him very much. The criminals did steal a case of cat food, though. So, I don't know. I don't know what they did with him. But this is what it looks like here at night. I've got a lot of work to do here, preparing for the winter, and I've actually put in a very small winter planting. I've planted on behalf of Helena Chorba. I said that I would plant watermelon and basil and cucumbers on her behalf, and I've done that. I've got the basil in front of my house. I planted the watermelon really late. It's here. I hope I can get at least one little watermelon. I've got some squash here. Different squash, and there's a berry shrub there, and ground cherries here. So I just got an alert that I've got a low battery. So this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading signing off for now. And I hope everybody's having a good night. And thank you for subscribing, sharing. And I'll talk to you in the next video.